Hey everybody, so welcome to Embers Adrift. So Embers Adrift just released on October the 15th, 2022. And so this is an MMO. It's actually like an old school MMO. So, you don't have the quest hubs and you don't have like the LFRs and all these kind of things. And it's a game more about exploration and grouping. And honestly, it really is like the old style MMOs, which is really exciting. There's no PvP, for example. The game, it does have a price right now. You can buy it for $29.99. I think it's going to change to $39.99 in the future. Right now, the current subscription is $9.99 a month. Of course, when you buy the game, you get the first month free, like most games. So it might be kind of heavy for some people, not for others. I mean, it's not a bad price, honestly. It is an MMO. It does have monthly fees. You have developers working on it, and it's an ever-growing MMO. So, like, there's going to be updates, changes, features, things like that always happening. So I think that's the big part about this, which you have to consider when playing this game is you're kind of here at the start, you're kind of here in an evolving world, and it's a lot of fun. And it is an indie studio, and I think you'll see more drastic changes, and it'll make it more fun over time than compared to a lot of AAA games where kind of the player feedback and, their opinions don't really matter, if you know what I mean. But anyways, let's get started, shall we? So we're going to go ahead and create our character. So we've already logged in. This is the screen here. And here we go. So this is our current character. We can be either male or female, and you can even change your look. So we're I think they call it the hourglass look, actually, but you can actually change your way of how you look, which is interesting. And then you can even change your size to be tall or small. Let's go small for fun. You can have more muscle tone. So you can change your hairstyles here. You can zoom in here. I think I like this, the buzz cut. The fade. Let's do the buzz cut here. Is there a buzz here? Oh yeah, there's a back here. So you're doing it in different. That's kind of cool, actually. I guess you don't need one for the buzz cut. Yeah, and you have different back hairs as well. Well, I shouldn't say back hairs, but like ponytail type styles, which is kind of cool. And then you have your complexion, and then you have your eyebrows. You can change if you want. There you go. Paint if you want. Different war paints. Let's go back. There might be a lot of them. There you go. Facial hair. They don't have, it looks like any, yeah. They don't have like a 5 o'clock shadow, something to match my head yet. They might down the road. I guess if we change, let's see, skin color. So you can change your skin color. You can change your eye color here. And then what about, oh, there you go, a little darker. Maybe I'll go for something on the hair then. Just for now. And now you can change your character anytime. I don't know if we can show you that right away, but there is a way. Oh, look at that fade. There you go. Yeah, sides. Let's do something for the sides too then. What if we go this way, down? Oh, there you go. Now I feel like a hobo. I like how it blends in the different hairstyles, though. I like that, actually. You have your favorite color. I think this is just like your shirts and stuff you can change, so you can actually see what you look in, like clothed gear, and it changes. Yeah, your shirt there at that point, which is cool. Let's go with this color here. Okay, and I think I'm happy. And then we're gonna name ourselves Stone Legion. Can't put capitals in it. That's fine. And then you can have different roles, and then in game you can progress those roles. So you got basically your damage dealer, your healer buff kind of person, and then your tankish kind of person. So we're going to go with the damage person. And I think I'm pretty happy with this. Now here's the cool part. We can create our character and say, oh, you know what? I don't like something, right? You can right click this and you can edit appearance, change portrait, things like that. So that is actually really cool. That is something that you don't really get an option in a lot of games, and I like that a lot. Change portrait. I'm actually... Oh, okay. Here we go. Is that for in-game, I guess? So let's see. What's the most shiny thing that does not match me? Let's go with the pink-haired girl. Does not match it at all, but I like it. I can do that. That's how my portrait is gonna look. This is like my handler in game, but I'm actually a different looking person. I like people do in real life. Okay, so let's go ahead and enter the game. Now, daytime happened recently, which is good. There's day and night cycles. I forget what it was. I think he said it was like 130 something seconds or something. Yeah, I think it was something around those lines. So 113 minutes, and you can hover over the globe. There's a globe here. on the chats that you can show your ping and things like that. And I guess because this is in the way, it might. Oh no, there it is. It's 10:21 a.m. in game right now. So when you go in the game, it might be a little laggy at first. Just let it load up and stuff first because there's a lot of people and the graphics and everything are kind of loading in. So we can move things by WASD here. That sounds good. Or hold the right mouse button. It talks about tooltips, so you can hover over the different elements up here and look at the tooltips. Right-click player. So if you go here and right-click them, you can do different things. Oh, that's an NPC. So let's do a player. Let's get closer to a player here. I'm trying to click one, but you have to be in range, right? So there you go. You can send different information, group tells, trades, things like that, which is really cool. And then there you go. You discover a new region, Southern Valley. So here you go, which is really cool. Oh, look at that. That is actually kind of cool. Any other planets up there? No, just the one. That's really cool, though. You can see a planet there. So let's talk to this person. So there's no, like, questing in the traditional sense of, like, most MMOs you're used to. You don't go around basically, hey, I just want to grab 25 quests and go out and kill, 10 of these, 5 of these, gather this and that. There'll be a lot less quests like that. There'll probably be more meaningful quests, but you get the idea. Now, this is a newbie zone, so it's probably different. As you approach the guard, Rhonda, you can tell she's practiced art of war. Her knowledge is not theoretical. Hail, newcomer. I saw you speaking with Dante. It looks like he's just welcomed you from the Darklands. Glad you made it. Those ember rings are something, aren't they? Have you visited one? No, not yet. Okay, not yet. So best go visit it then. It's a campfire-like ring over yonder, though I assure you it's more than that. You feel bright as rain after a short time resting near it. After you're all tuned up, I'll teach you a few moves. You can complete my training. I'll even throw in a few health potions. Ooh, nice. So that's nice of her. So this is the thing here. So there you go. So basically you just hit C here, crouch, or you can hit this little button here. You have torches too, so you can hit T or this button, and then you have this one, which is your Z key. This is your, you bring out your weapons. The only reason I know this is I only played for like 5 minutes, but it was nighttime, and I wanted to wait to record in the daytime because it's very dark in this game, like literally to the point where they have a built-in torch button. So you sit here and you basically regenerate your health here. So you get this like so over time, and it said it there, but basically over time you can lose some of your max health and stuff like that. And the idea is you rest at these ember rings to basically rejuvenate and restore everything. So normally when you're out in the field and you get damage, you would just go and sit down and heal up. That's fine. But when you have permanent damage to your health and stamina, then you would go ahead and sit by a fire. So okay, let's talk to her again here. Fantastic. Let's get back in shape. You can defend yourself in New Haven. Sure. A few combat exercises won't hurt. Why don't you start by taking a battle dummy and show me what you got? Okay. So to select a target, use tab. There we go. And you can also left click to select your target, right click and range, initiate combat. So we're just going to right click, and there you go. There you go. It was as simple as that. When your weapon... Okay, so you can go and hit Z to put away your weapon and kind of cancel your target, hit escape. There you go. That was pretty simple. Rhonda face seems to express a look of pleasant surprise. Excellent work, Drifter. Here, take these potions, help you to survive for the first few nights. You're bound to be attacked in this harsh land. I would suggest you always carry some health potions as they can keep you alive in a pinch if you or an ally is knocked out in combat. Smelling salts can be used to wake each other up. Oh, that's actually cool. You should always carry some of those on you as well. That being said, I'll say one last thing. Share your adventure with allies. This harsh world becomes a lot more friendly with people by your side. Other than that, stick to your combat exercise. Find as many ember rings as you can. If you do that, you'll survive. Farewell. So that obviously makes a lot of sense, obviously, because that's part of the game, right? Oh yeah, I guess we have to actually hit confirm up here. There you go, and then in dialogue. So if you end dialogue, you didn't actually finish it. So keep that in mind. That'll throw people off. I can guarantee you right away that is a #1 thing that maybe the devs might want to consider. Us if you end dialogue, you still have the window up and giving them the option, because maybe somebody doesn't want to hand in a quest. Like, don't force that, right? Maybe they decide for whatever reason they just want to hold on to it for now. But maybe when you close it, the quest reward still is available with an X on it or something if you want to cancel it. So there's different trainers here. So here's another trainer. There's a merchant here. So let's check out a merchant here. So, hey, Tilly looks excited to see you. Hail Drifter. Any exciting adventures with new treasures to trade? I have plenty of supplies you can buy. I like to trade and look at supplies. Sure, so there you go. So you can buy some stuff for some silver. So we don't even have a copper yet. Funds available both from your bag and your personal stash. That's cool. So one thing I learned about this game, I watched a quick, early start video kind of this game. So if you go out there and die, you drop everything in your inventory. I don't think you drop anything on your character screen, your main weapons, things like that. But from my understanding, you would drop most of the things in your bag, which is B key. I don't know, for example, would you drop this axe or not? I can't tell you that for sure. But it does sound like you drop quite a few resources. You would probably drop your gathering resources. And so if you don't go back to your bag, you lose them. And you also drop your coins. So it's kind of a hardcore death in a sense, or semi-hardcore when you die. So what you want to do, obviously, is stash your stuff once you have the ability to do that. So we have a harvester trainer right here. Let's check that out. This man is busy working on a piece of animal hide, yet he looks up and regarding your kind of approach. You must be new here. I don't recognize you. Nice to meet you. I'm Demir. I'm a student of harvesting lore and I can teach you. Okay, so I'm Stolija. I love to learn the harvesting lore. Okay, so he's telling you a bunch of things. I'm not going to go through everything in detail. So you got forestry, prospecting, and hunting. Let's go with prospecting. And then he'll tell you a bit about prospecting. Oh, okay, so he tells you about it. So geology, blah, blah, blah. Forestry, obviously, you gather stuff off the ground. Hunting, obviously, kill animals and, so I like to choose a role. So you can go and choose a role. So up here, let's go prospecting to start with. You can have 3 professions. So there's crafting professions as well, right? So yes, I'd like that. Okay, so fine choice. That will be very helpful. New Haven's continued survival. Here's a tool to get you started. Equip it and use it to gather materials from the surrounding area. We need logs, copper ore, and carcasses. Depending on what kind of harvester you are, of course, once you've gathered something, I can show you how to use this processing table. Also, you may want to grab extra just in case. Okay, I like that. Okay. There you go. Go harvest something and come back. Okay, so gathering bags. So we just talked about that. That's the G key. So basically, we've just learned gathering. So let's see if we can go out and find some more. So I want to tell you, if you are playing with friends right away, they might be in a different instance. So if you go /instance here, instance, you can see that we're in instance #1. And you can actually type in switch instance. And I think it goes to 9 only. Yeah, so let's go 9 for fun here. And you can switch an instance just like that. Now, the time of day cycles, all that, as far as I know, stay the same. It's a world, everyone has it always the same time of day. But it will just unload and reload. And basically, you're just going to be at the same spot, same place. But instead, you'll be able to be with your friends if they're in a different instance. So there we go again. So plus, if one is really crowded, but maybe another one might not be as crowded, that might be worth switching too, right? So like, let's just say, oh, there's so many people around here. Most of the stuff is killed. Never hurts switching an instance. Now, I don't know if instances are meant to be used everywhere in the world, or if possibly they're dynamic, so like they only open up when you need them. I don't have any clue. If you know that answer, feel free to let us know in the comments. But either way, it works out. So this guy, he's I think around our level right here, and he has 1 chevron where he has 2. So this means basically you need like 2 or 3 people to fight this guy, where you should be able to solo this. And this looks like this could be actually ore right here. Oh yeah, here you go. So we're going to go in our inventory here. Oh, sorry, B. And there you go. We got the pickaxe. So we're going to right-click it, and I guess it'll go into our actual character somewhere. Here you go. So we're going to just right-click this, and there you go. There you go. And we can just right-click that, and if we hit G, there you go. Scrap ore. So that's our first ore, just like that. Awesome. Okay, so when you're fighting, you shouldn't go up and right click because you kind of like slowing up your move. So hit Z, and then you can get them. And there's different attack positions. I'm not good with all this, but for example, this is rear position, which in a lot of games that's considered a good thing. So if we go and fight them, so we can use our 2 abilities that we have right now, Strike and Advantage Strike. So, yeah. Don't know if they say anything about positioning on this at all, but yeah. But we're doing fine anyways. This guy's pretty low-y, so there you go. So we can right-click. We got some blooded rabbit foot. Ooh, poor thing. And then there you go. Now you're going to be slow, so if you don't want to be slow like me right now, just hit Z again. There you go. I love my portrait. I just love how it's so not, you know, what I am. This guy might be a little harder because he's yellow chevron, so he's like 1 level up, I think. So he'll probably be considered a little harder than what we're used to, but we should probably be able to fight him. Now remember, the NPC even warned you, this game is about, you know, playing with friends and things like that. So you're not really, like, you can play solo, obviously, but keep in mind, like, if you're a person who only likes playing solo in MMOs and that's it, I'm not saying there's not a place for you in this game. I'm sure there is, but it will be more difficult, which I think that's fair to say. So I don't think that anyone would say, no, you can't play this game, but don't really get upset that it's not easy to solo, because that's kind of what the game's about, right? So there you go. So we're going to right-click. We got some disease-ridden stag hide. There you go. So this is a perfect chance for us to use C key here. So our regeneration should be a lot faster now. So you do regenerate health, and you also regenerate your stamina even when you're not sitting, but it's very, very slow. But when you're sitting, it does speed up, as you can see. I might be crazy, but it almost felt like it was increasing more I sat down. But I think maybe for the first couple of seconds, it was slower, and then it got faster. I don't know. But yeah, this is what we did in the old school games, right? Keep that in mind here. And I'm sorry I'm acting like, you know, because a lot of people are not used to games like this. So they're going to come into this game and be like, where's the quest markers? Where's this? Where's that? Why is this hard? You know, why can't I find, you know, like a million ore nodes and things like that? And you just have to realize that is the game. That is how these games are. And I think that's the beauty. Like, you know, people wanted WoW Classic. In a sense, this is like, you know, an MMO RPG classic. It's taking back those roots, you know. And I like it. I honestly, I do like that. The only problem I have is I'm not an easygoing... Oh, there you go. We got the ore there. I'm not the most easygoing, like, finding people to group with. So sometimes it's hard for me to find somebody to play with because it's like, oh, they want to use voice and stuff. I'm not a fan of voice. I'm like old school, you know, where we hardly ever use Roger Wilco. Oh, okay, so these are the logs. So if you're obviously doing these guys, this is how you'd harvest them. And then the other harvesters would be obviously killing the creatures and doing it that way. So, but here's one for us right here. Yeah, so he's getting the logging. So it's not as bad as I thought, but like there's more than more ores here than I actually expected, to be fair. But it's still going to be probably a bit more rare than what, you know, you might be used to in an MMO. So keep that in mind. Oh yeah, so this must be harvesting as well. Yeah, so that's the forestry one. There's more. Yeah, they have a lot of stuff here. That's kind of cool. Okay, let's head back because we were working on that. So we have a log up here too, which is L key. So yeah, let's see what here. So yeah, gather. Okay, so it says or. So this is literally how they programmed it with or statements, which I like. So you can get this or this or this. Rhonda knows proof. You know, Rhonda, she has sent me on my way. She's kind of private rejuvenation for my travel. Oh, okay, completed. So you can. That's cool. So you can go back and remember some stuff that, you know. It's like, oh, I remember Rhonda. She was a wonderful lady. She got me started, so we can just go behind this guy. And now, if you hit X, X, you can actually go range. There you go. And yeah, I guess you can technically pull too. I don't know if you run around, if it causes any, you know. But like right now, you know, obviously you're not using your auto attack, but you could, you know. you can obviously pull something. Look at, like, we hardly took any damage. So that's a method of fighting, obviously. There you go. Which that was something we did a lot in the back in the days. Is what did we call it? I was gonna say trolling. That's not the word. That's like voting. It's called trolling, but we trained them. I think like choo choo train. Yeah, we would just basically drag them along and try to stay at distance where they don't attack you, and then that way you kind of get some hits off, and you stay a little bit more protected. It might take a little longer to kill something, but when it's a mob that's like life and death kind of thing, it can be pretty important. So, which is something I just realized you can do in this game. It's something I haven't done in a very long time in a lot of games, because a lot of them don't do that anymore. So, okay, let's talk to our harvester friend. Okay, yes, will these suffice? There you go, excellent. Now, as long as you have something to refine, you can use the crafting table to process it. The refinement process can be tricky. You'll have both success and failures, but more you practice, the better you'll get. Once you process something, whether successful or not, you'll be on your way to providing crafters with high quality materials which to craft fine products. Please show me that you've turned the wrong blah blah blah. Okay, so we have to process it. So is there a station for this, I guess, then? Because we're talking about processing it, but I don't know where I would process. Was I taking fire damage, by the way? Yes, I was. Oh, here you go. Anvil, probably. There you go. So, repair? Oh, this is different, I think. Cool, though. Blacksmith, yeah. Crafting station? I mean, maybe it's there, but I thought it would just be... Is it just... Oh, wait, I just don't see it now. You just said crafting station, didn't you? Oh, no, this is the crafting station. Let's see what this says. Oh, okay. It's a bit different I'm used to. I thought it would have like an individual personalized one, but okay. It's an all-in-one kind of crafting station. Okay. And you got these too, so you can do something with them as well. There you go. Right click. There you go. I wonder if he's happy. Maybe that's it right now. Okay. I just did the copper ore. Oh, no! I feel like I might have missed something there then. So let me go and get more copper ore. Okay, I'm a little further out than I was before, I think, a bit. Well, not too much, but... I was just going to go find some ore and then, come back, but... looks like we're having more trouble finding some of that ore now, so this is a good example of, where things could get a little stale for a bit. There's some right there. But you could also change your graphics. Probably helps you a bit. I have everything maxed out in this game, by the way, as you can see. Except grass distance actually is not maxed out. But there's sometimes... What do they call it? I don't even know if we have that. Shadow distance, exposure, clouds, quality. Yeah, vegetation density. There you go. There you go. So that probably... It might help, with the performance a wee bit. I'm actually probably going to keep that low. And you know why? It's actually for encoding reasons. So when you have so many little things, like little details moving and changing on your screen, the encoding is a little heavier. So the quality, especially if I'm moving fast, becomes degraded. So less moving things on your screen, less, like how, like if it's an area and it's just plain flat green there, they can use less to encode that area and put more, in the other areas to give you higher frames, kind of like, I don't know what the term is, but basically they can work more on, say, this part of the screen and less right here, because it doesn't require as much effort, if that makes sense. So if your file size is like 8,000 bits per whatever second, they can change it around there. So hopefully that makes sense. So do we have what we need again? Oh, hey, LG. Yeah, let's head back here again. Oh, here you go. Something with the assets that load take a little bit of a... It just hits you just a wee bit there, but whatever. I've talked to some people and they said, like, from what the devs have done over even the months has been, incredible. And that's the thing in these games is, like, it'll always grow and get better. And the people who bought the alpha, beta version of this game seem pretty happy, that's the important people. The new people that are coming in the game that you see on Discord or even on the internet that have never played this game before, and then they're making all the negative comments, they're the people that you avoid. They're the ones who are playing WoW and then trying to play this game and saying, well, I expected WoW, right? I'm not, not saying that they're bad people. They're just not understanding what kind of game it is. So let's see what happens here. Okay, here we go. I have some new copper. Oh, so you were supposed to select this dialogue. Okay, excellent. Don't worry about messing up. Okay, I will refine some copper. Okay, there you go. So open the crafting table, UI, right-click the table. Okay, so there you go. So we just did that, obviously. And then we could probably go to them again. Have you refined any materials? Well, we kind of have, but maybe you have to do it. Okay, so I guess it has a different detection on there. So it wants you to actually do it, I guess. So let's go ahead and refine these guys. So hopefully... Oh, there you go. So it saw it. Okay. So you have to be careful with the dialogues, obviously. So select one. Oh, okay. So excellent work. It's turned out even better as you practice. Here's something more for you to process. If you enjoy harvesting and refining as much as I do, if interested in any crafting, travel up the path and talk to Marasika. She is in the camp just before the wall of New Haven. Okay, once you become more skilled, she can tell you how to craft the roll. Okay, perfect. So once again, make sure you select your reward first so it finishes it. And then we can say, end. Thank you. Hail, traveler. By the way, let's try this. H. Aha! So H also opens the dialogue. I was wondering about that. So there you go. So he gave me more things to refine, by the way. So let's do that. Just one copper, but that's fine. There you go. And do the refined ones? No, they go in regular inventory, I think, right? Yeah. There you are. So these are only gathered ones, but they don't count for here, which makes sense because they want to use up your inventory there. So, what kind of trainer are you, by the way? Gentleman with sturdy sick going. Some people after a lesson done, he turned and greets and ready to slay wild beast. Yes, I am. I was hoping to see the training manuals. I think I'm switching professions or maybe combat. Oh, okay. How many beasts have you slain? Me slaying beasts? Preposterous. I've never been north of the wall. I've been busy, of course. I made countless of sacrifices to ensure the very best are trained is offered to all for a small fee, of course. I was hoping to see the training manuals. Oh, okay, here you go. So we want to be striker, I believe. Yeah, this is kind of cool, though. Yeah, so this is a training manual. Right-click to purchase. Okay, so did we actually purchase that then? Oh, you already know it. Oh, I see. You can have only one event. Okay, so I think we don't get to do any of these. I guess you could change them later on, but yeah, what happens if you right-click this? Yeah. So I guess there's a way to get rid of it, and then, Oh, there's a sell? Yeah, I'm not quite sure what I'm doing there. Yeah, I don't think we're doing anything right now. Okay. The merchant obviously already talked to. Let's talk to her again. Have you ever heard any rumors from other adventurers? I've only heard most have the North Reach and land north of the old wall is dangerous and that I shouldn't be out at night. My father, blah, 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 is giving a curfew. He is a sweetie, but I wish he can go in as well. Your father must love you very much to stay safe at night, blah, blah, blah. He's the best. He runs a merchant stalls in New Haven City. He has the most amazing stories of journeys here through the Darklands that I don't remember as I was just a baby at the time. I should ask him. Farewell and stay safe. Okay. So we're just meeting everyone around here, right? Because we're getting to know people here and moving on. I think we are probably moving on here soon anyways. Okay, so this guy tells you how to do different things, which is great. I've heard blah, blah, blah. Is there anything you can I can help with? Okay, here you go. Actually, yes, there's a small, tight-knit community. New Haven is essential to survival of the harsh lands. Someone continually commit crimes, and the council will exile them to the north. This hasn't worked pretty well for a long time. However, we noticed that the exiles have started to band together and have gathered a little way north of the wall. That isn't so bad, but it seems that they have somehow infiltrated our supply chains, and goods are going missing, likely being smuggled out of the exiles. We're trying to unravel this mystery as we speak. News of this hasn't spread to the greater community yet, so I appreciate some discretion. Furthermore, I hereby deputize you to deal with this activity of sort, and your allies might witness. Okay. So did we start that, or... Yeah. Let's see what happens here. Did we actually get this one, or... It still says that. So I'm guessing it's just like more like quote-unquote RPG. What can I do about the hostiles? Is there anything I can help with? Yeah, okay. So I think he's kind of like overall just telling you go ahead. Kick their butt. Okay, here. So I think we've done really good for the first episode. This was a lot of fun. I hope you've enjoyed this. Please don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and we'll see wonderful people next time. And have a wonderful day. Goodbye.